So Queen decides, like, this is like an update. Anyway. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack here, and I don't know where to start. But, yeah. If you all saw my last video, you would have seen me talking about a racist bitch called Queen. I call her Queen. But I actually know her real name and her age, and also her email address. But I'm not going to be like her and dox her and shit. But seriously, I'm not going to be like her because she did dox a minor. And recently, it has come to my attention that she actively has stalked the minor in question. Mm-hmm. Just let that sink in. And she's also stalked me, but anyway, that's nothing new. And she also had the audacity to correct me on her fucking age. Like, bitch, you're almost 30, you're 28, you're almost 30. And rounding, if you're 5 and up, you go up. If you're, like, below 5, you go down. You're basically 30. So I'm going to keep addressing you as 30. Because that's what rounding is. Go back to elementary school if you need to relearn that, since apparently it didn't stick the first damn time. But anyway, she actively sought me out on another one of my accounts, and I went off on her. I went off because I'm so pissed off at her. But anyway, 28-year-old, it's really not that hard to remember. Yeah, it's really not. It's also not that hard to remember not to publicly post people's information without them knowing, or be publicly racist. I will actually be telling the story that she believes that is false, when actually I grew up listening to it. Also, a bunch of people grew up listening to it. But anyway, yes, I did get permission from other people to tell the story because I had to go up the chain of power for me. So I've been up since like 6, and I kind of look good. And yes, I did change out my nose ring because the other one was like turning green. It's from Wish. It's fine. Anyway, 28-year-old. It's really not that hard to remember. I'm rounding up because you're a bitch and you're basically 30. But anyway, 2, I didn't. The info was publicly available on his YouTube channel, and he has an Instagram where he says his legal name right under his username. Like, yeah, so what? You are basically 30. You have free will. You could have chosen not to, go to an actual minor's Instagram page and then publicly post things about him. She has like the information to permanently harm his family. You understand that, correct? She actively has that information. 3, you say I'm doing illegal stuff. I'm not going to say my name because fuck that. It's Miss Monday. But the info you're spreading is starting to become downright libel. Like, yes, you are stalking people. You are harassing people. You are being racist. Those are all illegal to me. And 2 of them are actually illegal. Racism should actually be illegal too. But it is in the workforce, but everywhere else is just like, so what? Like, not so what. People are getting hurt from that stuff. People are getting offended from it. Don't be offensive, and people won't get pissed off at you. But anyway, You actively sought out a minor's information. You actively went onto their Instagram account and then publicly posted their information without them knowing. That's illegal. That is stalking a minor. That is predatory. That's literally being a predator to a child. You have information to harm that child and their family. So yes, you are being you're being a bitch and you're doing illegal things. I don't know how many other ways I can say this until people like understand, for Queen to understand that what she is doing is illegal. And you're also harassing me because because I went off on her like a bunch. You still shouldn't be publicly racist and putting out a minor's info without the knowledge you're fucking doxing bitch. Like, hello, you publicly posted that, and I'm not going to show the tweet that Queen posted because I'm not going to be like her. You guys have her account info, and you can look at it. And I also went off and said, oh, and on top of that, you're a fucking stalker. I have your bitchy ass blocked for a reason. You do not have my permission to speak to me, to look at my posts, to have pictures of my posts. You do not have that right anymore after the badgering bullshit you pulled. And everyone knows the badgering bullshit that you pulled because of last video. So, yeah, that's that. And then, like, I was in, like, my mania stage, so I have, like, a bunch of drawings now that I've just been doing because, yeah. But, let's keep going. I just made my hair worse. I don't care. Sorry, I'm looking through a bunch of things. I don't edit because I don't know how to edit. I don't want to learn how to edit, and I kind of don't want to get an editor. But I do have one of my friends that wants to edit, but I kind of. Oh my god. Like, they watch me. They gotta see this. Like, hello, love you. Thank you for being my friend and all, but I kind of like the not editing aspect of my videos now. Because I keep everything in. And yes, I will make mistakes, but hi. Don't cover up. I need to see that. Thank you. Sorry, I had to pull up my files and because I couldn't find it in like the thread that I had, but okay, so they're all like labeled video update and stuff, but here we go. Oop, I just need to open that. This is about like the DCMA, and this is like also the one that she publicly posted, where it has like the minors like info, like 2 things about their info. and they claim that they didn't copyright strike the video that the minor made about them, when in fact they did. So there's that. I'm like, seriously. And then, like, I have her information and all that. Oh, the minor actually, like, did contact me one day. And they said that, hey, I was just at a call with Queen and someone else that I'm not really going to talk about here because they're not an issue as of yet. But let's keep this rolling. I said, did they force you to join a call? They said practically yes, because it was I either joined the call or continued to deal with Queen's bullshit. And then I told them, like, hey, Queen stalks me and you. They said yeah, and then yeah, somebody. I can't say their name. I really can't because, yeah. Like, someone had them coming to you just like, hey, why you threatening a friend of mine? Like, we're not threatening her. We're calling her out, which is what she does publicly online. Which is what she publicly does. And anyway, I also made them aware that, hey, she also publicly admitted to being on your Instagram account, and the minor said she was what? Queen went onto your Instagram account. So, yeah. So, yeah, the minor did not know. That was the 7th. Today is the 13th. It was the 7th of this month. And then yada yada yada. She either, like, the information, like, she either got it from your Instagram, which she willingly looked at it, which is basically a 30-year-old stalking a 14-year-old. I already said this, but this is, like, what the conversation between me and the minor was, because they saw the video I put out, and the minor said, that's fucked. It's not like I can do anything now, though. Already got her off my back. And I'm just like, oh, I already called her out on it, and I will continue to do so. She might have started all this, but I will very well finish it. So, yeah. Minor says we will finish it. One way or another, I'll try to pull some evidence on her. In fact, if you want the folder, like, they used for the vid, I can provide it. I was like, no, it's okay. Queen has literally given me all the evidence and proof that I need, because she actively proves it to be correct. And I was just like, okay. Yada yada yada. This is like, this has like information about the minor in them, but I'm not going to like say it. Even though the minor did tell me it personally, and I asked them to, they just told me it. Wow, my hair is so light now. Queen is technically a predator. Minor is just like, yeah, technically speaking, she is. She's stalking a minor, doxing a minor, harassing a minor to do what they want. Personal info about a minor that I will not release because I'm not that big of a bitch to people. And I'm just like, we should call the cops on her. And then minor says FBI. And again, personal information about a minor I'm not going to say, but they're kind of low right now. You know how like people with bipolar disorders have like really high highs and like low lows? They're in a low right now. And it's due to Queen's actions and bullshit. Like, whenever, like, Queen's actions affect our lives, people should know about that. And this is how they would know. This is how it's gonna get out. Don't really, like, seriously. Like, people have, like, other things going on in their life, and you shouldn't really push them to fit your agenda. Again, I've said all this, and, you know, decent human beings should know better, but Queen, a actual 30-year-old, apparently doesn't. Lord, and just like Lord knows I made it public about the shit she's done to me. I just like same here. And people will still stand by her, which I don't understand where that blind loyalty is coming from. And then, you know, this is her talking about someone that has, again, personally harassed me, so, and now Queen is personally harassing me, so they're as bad as they are. So thanks for that. Thank you for lowering yourself to that person's, you know, level. And this also has, like, the thing that she said about, you know, my culture and shit, which I really do not appreciate. I really don't. So, Queen, this is, like, all public. This was from May 26th. I've already mentioned this to you. At some point, people are going to see Eden's name and think he's a good person because of all the lies that you have spread. Because if they're all lies, then where's the truth? Like, hello, they are true. They are from insider people. They are from the victims. Are you going to victim shame people now? On top of being racist, are you going to literally say, hey, that person's lying even though that they have psychological issues due to this person? So yeah, you either shut up about Eden or you spread actual facts, which, hello, I was insider information, is considered actual facts. They are personal experiences. They are personal facts. You are literally almost 30. You are 30 years old. You should know this if you went to school. Oh, if you went to school and paid attention in school, might I add that. But you don't pay attention to anything outside your own damn bubble. But this is like the racist thing that she says. Like some half made up thing that you think is right, like insider information. Just like your Wendigo is a guardian of the forest thing, when 2 seconds of Googling says the opposite. Full stop, do research. Yeah, I have. It's called insider information. It's called being part of my culture. And what you said was being racist. Like, seriously, and then she says, I can't believe I'm actually defending Eden. Like, go ahead. Your email proves that you literally are part of his gang. Like, hello. I'm not the one that made your email. You are. Should have picked a better name. But yeah, that was her being racist. That was the 26th of May at 9:33 a.m. So yeah, there's all of that. So I posted this on one of my accounts on Twitter that, hey, I'm so excited to like tell you the story and about, because it's part of my culture and I got a like from that. I'm just like, oh yay. But it's a very long and lengthy story. So here we go. So like about like whenever the like my Indian culture was like starting up and all that, and like the first chief went on this like spiritual journey like chiefs do, and he saw a bunch of things that later became stories, that later became the history of my culture. At least we're using discretion. Sorry, my cat's going ham and is scratching the. Hey, Baba! Baba! Hi! Hi, baby! Anyway, let's keep going. He saw trees as big as mountains, like redwoods and stuff. He saw a bunch of different things. He saw lakes as big as oceans, like Great Lakes. He saw a bunch of these beautiful things. And yes, they were beautiful in their own way. But one thing that stood out to him from the rest was a man-like creature with the head of a deer. That was his first encounter with a Wendigo. Now, at first, the Wendigo was, offensive, offensive and defensive of his territory and his land because he was there first. And, the first chief was a trespasser at all. So, yeah, the Wendigo was just doing their job and defending their territory because Wendigo thought, hey, this person here is going to destroy a beautiful part of my home. And, lo and behold, it took them about 3 moons, people say. My people say. Like 3 full moons, so like a month. Right? A month to 2 months, because usually there's like 2 full moons in a month, and that year it was 2 full moons. Okay. So 3 full moons before like this guardian, this Wendigo, decided, hey, this person isn't so bad because all the first chief was doing was, like surviving, just like the Wendigo was. So they lived in harmony, and they have since that day. So yeah, it is true. The Wendigo to me and my culture and my people, like my clan, my tribe, is true. And this isn't on Google or anything because it's not like a well-known piece of information that everyone knows. And I also stated that that different cultures, like Indian cultures, have different stories about the exact same thing. But one story isn't more true than the other. They're all basically true. And that's okay. Like, that is completely fine if that is a part of your culture and your tribe. I'm not gonna say, hey, I googled this and it's not true. Because that's me being racist basically against myself. And yeah, not really in the mood to be racist, but guess Queen was that day. So yeah, found it. This was the June 3rd. So yeah, she was racist on May 26th of this year, and then I rebutted her on the 3rd of June of this year. So, and I said, do people not know that different Native American cultures have different stories? So one story about a Wendigo being a guardian is true to that culture. So yes, that is true. And a story of a Wendigo being a danger to all, an evil spirit like malevolent spirit, is also true. They are both true to Native Americans, just different clans and tribes of Native Americans, but they're all true. But it doesn't make any one story more true or less true than the other. Because like to us they're all real and they all actually happened. Because like they've been passed down from generation to generation. And again, some stories aren't, like made public to preserve that culture just a little bit longer. Because you have people being just like, oh, that's not true because it's not like the mainstream thing like Queen did. They're all true, and some stories really aren't. I already said this, but they're not on the internet just to preserve that culture just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. So yeah, that is a Queen update. If anyone actually was interested in listening to me babble about this bitch again, here you go. But that's about all. That's like about all that I can say about her. And, oh my god, like how dense do you have to be to post that publicly, to post a minor's information publicly, and to post a racist comment publicly where people can see and people can like and retweet and support that. Like I don't get like how people can see that and support that and not say, hey, you really shouldn't say that because to her it could be true. Because that's what she grew up hearing. That's what she grew up being told and taught. So, yeah. In short, don't be like Queen. Don't be racist. Don't devalue anything of a person. And personal experience, it can be considered fact because that's what they do in court with, sexual assault cases. It's their personal experience against what that person is saying. But it's all true because the information that the victim has, the insider information that the victim actually has, proves it to be correct. And yes, Queen did prove me correct by saying, hey, yeah, you're a stalker, Queen. Yeah, that's it. So, I believe the next video is going to be Charles Manson. Did I pull that last time? I believe I pulled Charles Manson last time, but there's an ant on my wall. Hang on. But yeah, that's that. And I didn't have comments on because that video wasn't really made for children. But I think I'm gonna put the comments on here. Like, I don't understand. And I understand a lot of shit about people, but I don't understand how people can be openly racist and people support that. I also don't understand how people can idolize serial killers. And I'm just like, yeah, to each their own, but don't idolize these people. Don't support these people. Do not give them, actual power over this, because it's not going to end up with them getting in trouble. It's going to end up with you being in trouble. So yeah, that was a little bit of my culture, along with a queen update, because fuck that bitch. And I think I'm going to end this off with like one of my favorite pieces that I've done. Because I have two favorite pieces now. Because I was in my mania state. Yes, I'm calling it mania because I was really happy. I was like boom, 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 boom. Like for 2 weeks straight, I was drawing and being artistic and actually being okay. But here's the first one. I need to black out something though. I just made like another layer and then I'm gonna bring up the size. I need to bring up the size again. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this is the first one. Oh god, the glare. There we go. Look at the little ears. Look at the corset detailing. And yes, that is my signature at the bottom. That's not finished. And then this one. It took me literally stepping away from this to get to like figure out like the mesh overlay for the shirt. But look how cute! Look how cute she is. And yes, that was also for a friend. Load. And then this one. It's not as detailed as the others because it's not finished. I still need to do the hair highlights and like to finish off the shirt. But like that's basically finished. It's basically finished. And then I have one in the works. Hello, I released it. Thank you. No, I just put it that. And then one that I'm actually really proud of, like I have 5 that I basically started in my mania thing. But look how cute! Look how cute. So anyway, that's some of my artwork that I've been working on while I was yeah. And it takes me like 2 days. It took me like 2 days to finish 3 of them. Like the 3 that are basically that are to finish 3 of them. So the 2 that are actually fully finished and actually are to like the people that asked for them, they're there. They're with them now, but I still have them because I'm pretty proud of that. And then the one that I need to put the highlights on, that's also basically finished. And then I have one that I need to work on. And I also need to draw tattoos on that one. Because their character has tattoos, and I've never attempted to draw tattoos before. And I'm pretty bad at drawing, you know, like the male physique and all that. But yeah. Pretty happy. Pretty happy about that. So yeah, that was Queen update. What's happening? As well as, hey, I do art. So yeah, that's that. Don't publicly be racist. Don't be racist at all. Don't be racist at all. Don't actively put out a minor's information anywhere without them knowing or without like their permission. Like if a minor says, yeah, you can say my age in this post, then you technically can, but you still shouldn't. You know? So yeah, that's that. Bye bye.